Hi guys, my name is JD, and let's discuss about what stops a good programmer from being a good tester. And what I found out is there are eight major reasons why a good programmer does not become a good tester. The first reason that comes out is creator versus destroyer. As a law of nature, creator cannot be destroyer. Similarly, what I feel is in software, a programmer cannot be critic of his own code or cannot think of uh, maybe finding any flaw or fault in his own created code. So that stops him being a critic of his own creativity. Second reason is constructive criticism. A good programmer will always love and admire his code, but will never have that third eye that a tester has to locate bugs in the code. A programmer is fond of listening to praises for a well written code, then listening about the shortcomings in the program written by him. Third reason is the vision of a tester. A programmer will always think of the past conditions in most of the cases, I mean test cases, and will bother less about the negative scenarios. Whereas a tester starts in a different fashion when he or she starts testing of a code. A simple example could be that the programmer has to write a code to accept a password that has to have minimum one special character, two numerics, and length not less than 8 characters. Once this condition is fulfilled, the programmer will be more than satisfied and will not look for other test cases or negative tests to perform on his code. But what about n number of different test cases that a tester creates just to check this simple requirement? Vis-a-vis when the same code with same test conditions go to tester creates a long list of test cases that is performed on the code to just to verify and validate that the code written is perfectly okay. A fear factor. Next reason is fear factor. Even sometimes when a programmer knows about a flaw in his coding and if he fears that there will be major change required if this flaw gets highlighted now, he tries to bypass it or tries to put it under the carpet and takes a chance if it gets highlighted by a tester, then he will fix it, otherwise let it go by. That is very dangerous situation for a code. Suppose it gets productionized, the customer will create a havoc out of it. Thinking pattern. Next reason is thinking pattern. Walking on the same road every day makes one perfect on that road. But what about other road patterns? A programmer or a coder is writing code every day. A tester is doing test or testing the code every day. So I mean both have different roles and both are perfect in their respective roles. And if both are put on each other's seat, probably they may have a problem. Documentation. Usually a coder writes code perfectly but with very little or no documentation. This is probably the major problem of a coder. At times he himself forgets what logic he had written for a specific requirement and then he has to refer to his own code, maybe going through the whole code again to understand what he had written and what exactly was the problem and to chalk it out and to fix it. Next reason is self-testing. The confidence or overconfidence stops a coder to introspect or examine his own code by doing mock testing or jotting down some test cases and scenarios to run them and get a pass through for his own satisfaction. Probably, I mean, this he thinks it as a waste of time, or maybe due to fear factor, does not like to perform, or maybe thinks that this is not his role. Let it go to tester and let him find out whatever bugs he finds out, and then he will fix it. Last reason why a coder is not a good tester is tight schedules. Definitely, in today's scenario, coder, programmer, testers, everybody has a tight schedule. They have a time plan. They have targets. They have firefightings. So they are more busy with their running schedules to fulfill their commitments rather than taking out some time to understand, to grasp, to learn what exactly is the problem with their work. Thanks.